Hi, and welcome to another episode of Sports by Jack, the show where you get updated on sports by Jack. So I was reading up on the sports news today like I do every morning before I go to work, and I noticed that Ndamukong has signed for $40 million guaranteed with the Detroit Lions. Now when you add this to the contract that Sam Bradford signed last week with the St. Louis Rams that guaranteed him $50 million, it begs the question, are these young players who have yet to play an NFL game making too much money? If you consider the scale of the way the draft is drawn out in terms of who should be paid what, then these guys are getting paid accordingly, so you can't argue that it's not fair. But when you compare these guys to guys who've played in the league for 10 or 15 years and proven themselves every single week during the season and won MVP trophies and Super Bowls, then you have to say that these guys should be making less money. Because in 2004, when Peyton Manning came off 2 MVP trophies, he signed a deal for 7 years and $98 million with the Indianapolis Colts with $34.5 million guaranteed. There is no way that Sam Bradford and Ndamukong should be making more money up front than Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, or any other superstar who's proven himself in the league. And that is why the league could be headed toward a lockout after the upcoming season. How can you invest $40 or $50 million in players who have yet to do anything? You can sign a veteran who you know is going to produce for much less money than these guys. Now, is there a chance these guys are superstars? Of course there is. Matthew Stafford had a decent season last year with the Lions. Who's to say that the sky's not the limit in terms of his potential? They have a great team that they're building in terms of young players in Detroit, and he could very well pick up his game, gain more experience over the next year, and perform beyond anybody's wildest dreams in the next 5 years, which is great. But you can't tell me that you wouldn't take Peyton Manning over every other quarterback in the league on any given Sunday with a championship on the line. So tell me, sports fans, do you think a lockout is a foregone conclusion considering the deals that young players are getting these days? Leave your comments in the section below. This has been another episode of Sports by Jack, and even if you knew that these huge contracts were coming, I just want you to know that you still don't know jack about sports.